You feel like you've finally come out of a fog. It's astrology time. Let's look at the energy for the week ahead. We start the week off on Monday with the moon in Taurus, challenging Pluto in Aquarius. We could be really conflicted with our emotional needs for self-care and a big transformation and evolution that we've been in for quite some time. But the moon is also adding harmony to the sun and Venus, both together in Capricorn. So despite any challenges that there are on Monday, they could end up being a blessing of helping you to secure some type of clarity or confirmation about what you need in terms of your systems or your foundations to make the change you want to on a solid foundation. But also at the start of the week, Mercury in Sagittarius is challenging Saturn in Pisces. So we might know what needs to be done and have emotional clarity, but the words aren't coming through right, or some sort of communication is stalled or delayed. And we really have to lean in to our trust and faith and move forward from a place of intuition rather than forcing something before it's time to act on it. That continues into Tuesday as the moon gets pretty close to Uranus in Taurus. There could be this sense of we want to take action on something because Mars is in Capricorn. But again, try to go at it slow and steady using your intuition instead of trying to force it all to happen right now. It is all coming together, maybe just not in the ways that you thought or wanted, but it's going to work out better than you could have planned for. As we approach New Year's Eve on Wednesday, Mercury starts to challenge Neptune and Pisces, so things might feel like super spacey. Our dreams might be really weird too, or sleep is disrupted in some way, or wanting to get more sleep. Also on Wednesday, the moon is in Gemini, so things could feel emotionally chaotic. It will harmonize with Pluto though, so there could be some positive emotional transformation on Wednesday. Things might feel like they're moving a lot quicker than they were earlier in the week because we have the Sun, Mars, and Venus all conjunct in Capricorn and moving together for like the first half of January. There's a really big focus on what's changing and what's changing quickly about our foundational needs. And on Wednesday, just in time for New Year's Eve, we might get some clarity about what we need to release in order to move forward in the direction that we've been headed for the past 2 to 3 years and maybe had some like up and downs around. Now is the time to fully move forward with it and nothing behind from the past. As we still have Jupiter challenging Chiron for this week as well, there's going to continue to be some wounds brought up from maybe childhood or family dynamics for us to look at and really love the old version of ourselves, but choose to step into the new. Then on Thursday, we have the exact square between Mercury and Neptune. We might really have to be on our meditation practices at this time because otherwise things just won't feel clear. Maybe a lot of old belief systems are being brought up for us to look at as well and finally let go of to step into the new like I've been talking about. Because later on Thursday and into Friday, the moon is going to add tension to that. So there could be some emotional conflict between what we've been building, what new direction we've been stepping into, a mindset that has been holding us back from it, and what our current emotional needs are. But that clears as we get into Friday, gearing up for the full moon we'll have in Cancer. Mercury is now in Capricorn, so we're really focused on, okay, what mental structures and mindsets do we want to build or put in place versus what ones do we need to let go of, like fully integrating everything that's been coming up all year so we don't take any of it with us into 2026. Then on Saturday, we have the full moon in Cancer, further illuminating what about our systems and structures and self-care routine need a little bit of refinement in order for us to really like step into and have the new chapter of ourselves in 2026 and move forward, like I've been saying, with nothing from the past. What further needs healed and what do we need to implement in order to like really embody that healing? Because the full moon will be opposite the conjunction we have between Mars and Venus and the Sun, and then later on Saturday we'll move over Jupiter and challenge Chiron. There could be a lot of emotional release on Saturday tied to what has been healing for you in a major and intense way these past few months. And it's happening so you can have your new chapter that is related to the dream you've been building, because the moon and Jupiter later on Saturday will also harmonize with Saturn and Neptune and Pisces, and that will continue into Sunday before the moon moves into Leo and then adds tension to Pluto and Aquarius, really prompting for us to transform whatever came up into something new, so we're not repeating the past. How's this showing up for you? Come find me on YouTube for your weekly horoscope of these transits, and I'll see you next week.